So Connor, just how big a game is this one on Tuesday night and then again on Saturday as well? Two home games.
Yeah, well, our home form is very good this season. So, thankfully they are at home, but we've got 10 games to go. So it's put something on Twitter and Instagram yesterday saying that these next 10 games are probably 10-game finals, really. So that every game at the moment is extremely important.
Yeah, I saw you on social media calling for the fan support and that it's vital from now on.
Yeah, it is. They've been incredible this whole season. They've helped us get over the line many times, and I think my post on social media was just to say, last 10 games, final push. Let's get this. Let's keep this club in League One, really.
And really, in a way, it couldn't be better, could it, having two home games back to back, starting with Charlton?
Yeah, I guess so. I think every game is just so important, but because it's at home, because it's a Tuesday night game, Charlton have to travel up probably today, and it's a long. We've got to take advantage of that, really, and I think our home form's been one of the best in the league. So, we've got to take our chances now. Charlton are going to be a good side, but they're in that limbo bit where they're not going to make playoffs, or they're probably not going to get relegated. So, what are they playing for? But we're fighting for everything at the moment. So, it's going to be. Could be a bizarre game. It could be hopefully a very good game for us.
Do you see it as two must-win games, or a win and a draw? 4 points would be good, wouldn't it? It's so tight down there at the minute.
Listen, if someone said, you're going to have 4 points in the next two games, I'd take it. So, but they are must-win games. These next 10 games are must-win. We have to win as many as possible, and starting tomorrow, really.
What do you put the very good home form down to against the fact you just can't buy a win away from home?
Yeah. Well, I think it's more the fact that teams come here and they think, oh, it's only Little Morton, but when they come to our stadium, we're not here to roll over and just get beat. So when they come here, hopefully they take the foot off the pedal a little bit. But when we've got our fans here and got 5,000 fans here, it does change everything. So we play well when we're at home, and it's just our away form has let us down this season.
Yeah, talking about away form, how disappointing was the defeat on Saturday?
Yeah, it was hard to take. If I'm honest, I didn't really think that the game deserved a 3-1 scoreline. It was a penalty and two. Well, they were all three set plays, really. But we were still in it, and then we got a goal disallowed at the beginning of the second half, which would have, I believe, would have changed the game. But the linesman gave it offside, which it wasn't. We've looked back and it wasn't offside. And again, it's one of those things where it just doesn't go our way when you're down at the bottom, and when you're at the top, it goes your way. So it's one of those things. It's done now. We've got to focus on these last 10 games, really.
Yeah, and of those 10 games, I keep going back to it, but it's the home games that are really important, isn't it?
Every game's really important. You're going to emphasise it from the home side of it because that's our form. That's the way we're getting our points at the moment. Now we've got Charlton and Oxford, and they're two teams that are really around us. So we kind of want to drag them in to this battle, and we want to get out of it. So these two games are extremely important, and the next 8 games after that is again vitally important as well.
How important was it, confidence-wise, to get someone of the experience of Umar Niasse into the squad? You've lost Michael Mellon, obviously a player at the start of his career, but getting someone like that in with such a pedigree.
Yeah, Umar, he's just come in last week, and you can see the quality he brings. You can see why he's played at the top level as well. And for Morecambe to get a player of his calibre is important, and you know, hopefully he can get a few goals for us and keep us in this league, really.
Yeah, it's that kind of situation where just 3 or 4 goals could be all the difference.
Yeah. Listen, I don't care if he scores 1 goal, and as long as that 1 goal keeps us up, then that means everything to me. So, you know, he's going to be an important part of of us staying up, and as is everyone else in this team. And I think we don't need to bang the drum about it. We know how important it is for us, and you know, we're going to fight for every point that's there.
Is it about fight and attitude as much as anything now when in a run-in on a season like this?
It is. You know, I've been in these situations before where, you know, having to stay up, and it is about grit and determination now. It's about who wants it more, and you know, if you want to stay in this league, you've got to fight for every point, and you've got to be horrible, and you've got to do what you got to do, and just fight for it, really. And I think we've got the players in this team that do want to fight for this club, and they want to fight to stay in this league and fight for every point, really.